Oh, it is recording.
Yeah.
Okay. So the structure here is the crop, and then right behind it, since it's cut ventrally, it's harder to see it, but it'll have these structures sticking out called the ceca that secrete digestive enzymes into the stomach for digestion to occur. And then right behind those, you'll have the stomach and intestines. So if someone cuts theirs open from the back, I'll show you guys that. But then on the ventral side, it's all kind of gooey, but you have the malphrygian tubes, which are used as part of the excretory system. And then make sure you guys definitely can identify the spiracles. So on the sides, I should put my hair up. On the sides here, you could see, like in between each segment, there's a little hole. Those are the spiracles that open up to or lead to the trachea, which are their airways. So they have a tracheal system. That's how they breathe. That's how they undergo gas exchange. And then do you want to do crayfish too? So for the crayfish, you've got, what are these structures right here?
The gills?
Yes, the gills. So is this guy biramus or uniramus?
Biramus?
Biramus, right? This guy is uniramus. So this claw here makes it really apparent that it's biramus because it has those two branches. You can also see it in the antennules really well. So the antennules are just the smaller antennae of the two pairs. And you can see that they have two branches coming off of them. So the larger antennae are called antennae, and the smaller antennae are called antennules. So remember that crustaceans have two pairs of antennae, whereas Insecta only has one pair of antennae. So also externally, you can see this guy. Does that look uniramus or biramus?
Biramus?
This one here.
What, uniramus?
Looks uniramus, right? Do you guys remember where the second branch of that appendage is? It's up here as the gills. So some crustaceans will appear uniramus on some of their legs because the second branch is inside and it forms the gills. Then these are the swimmerets. And I think you guys have a male because the male forms a V up here. And so the swimmerets are used for movement, but especially in females, they're used to hold the eggs and aerate them. So they'll use them to kind of move the eggs around to make sure they have oxygen. And why do you guys think that these guys don't have eggs that grow inside of their body? Why do you think they have to grow externally?
Because they have a hard,
Exactly. So they have a hard exoskeleton, so their eggs cannot grow inside of their body because the exoskeleton does not grow with the animal. So that's why they have to molt. So this middle structure here is called the telson, just like in the horseshoe crabs, only theirs is modified more for swimming than for flipping themselves over. And then these guys here are called the uropods.
Okay.
And then just scissors. Put this open. Do any of you guys eat shellfish?
I'm allergic.
Can you be like, here? Second person to say they're allergic.
Well, I can't eat, like, I only had
Can't
like
eat it?
allergic reaction with like crabs, but like I never ate any other ones.
Right, well don't touch anything because we don't want to find out the limits of your allergies. All right, so if you do eat crabs or shrimp or lobster or crayfish, you're eating this muscle here in the tail. So that's a big muscle. When they need to get away quickly, they'll kind of flap their tail and they can get away really fast. And so this muscle's really strong. And do animals with an open circulatory system have veins?
No.
No, right? They don't even have blood. They have hemolymph. So have you ever heard of a deveined shrimp or shrimp that's not deveined before?
No.
You guys don't eat seafood, so it's harder, but shrimp, sometimes they'll say deveined shrimp. Obviously, it's not a vein, right? Because they don't have veins. They have an open circulatory system. So what they mean by that is the structure right here in between the muscles, and that's their intestine. So then we also have up in... Oh, well, what's this called? Do you guys remember the name of the first claw?
I don't know.
It's the chiliped. So it's also in the lab manual, the chiliped. But under here, so these are the digestive glands, all of this yellow goo-ish structure. That's the digestive gland. It secretes enzymes into the stomach to help them digest stuff. Take that out. Then you have this here. This is a better version. So right here, this is a muscle that holds their carapace on. Any of that yellow is more digestive gland. And then underneath that, if we move all of that away, you can see they have these structures called green glands under here that help with the excretory system. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is under here. Oh, there's that muscle. Under here, there are these two that I think I just broke one. These two tendons or nerve cords, excuse me, and these lead to their antennae. So those nerve cords help lead to their antennae, which are really great sensory structures. So they can sense like movements in the water column and changes that could mean a predator is coming. So usually they'll be hiding under a rock with their antennae sticking out so that they can feel anything coming by. I think that's it.
Okay.